And we're here in Marion at Meeks Construction, and I'm with the owner, Devin Meeks. Thank you for having us here today.
Yeah, well, it's my pleasure. I'm so glad you guys came by.
Yeah, so tell us about Meeks Construction.
We're a small locally owned company. We specialize in exterior renovations, so like roofing and siding, windows, doors, gutters. The list could go on, but yeah, exterior renovations.
Okay. And how long did you get into this business, and why did you get into this business?
So I started some years ago, fresh out of high school. I came up in the industry swinging the hammers, doing the grunt work, the installations, getting up on the hot roof.
Ooh,
and
that doesn't sound like fun.
yeah,
I'm glad somebody else can do it.
maybe I'm a little different because I loved it.
You like heights.
I fell in love with the trades at a young age, and I said, you know what, the blue collar life is going to be the life for me. And
Great.
you fast forward, all these years to today, and it's just humbling. Sometimes it's kind of surreal where we've came.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. Well, I'm glad there's people like you who do get up on roofs, because there's people like me who are scared to death of that kind of stuff.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
We want it to be. We don't want our customers getting up there and getting hurt by
Right.
any means.
You want a professional to do that.
100%.
And you're locally based and you're locally owned. Where do you have locations, and what areas do you cover?
So today we're right here in our Marion, Iowa location. And then just on the other side of Iowa City, we've got a location in Tipton. Working a broad market like we do, servicing, out to Waterloo and Dubuque, here in the Marion, Cedar Rapids area, and gosh, down even to Davenport. I think having the two locations just really makes things convenient for our customers, definitely.
So you really reach a lot of eastern and east central Iowa.
The trucks get some miles on them, but we love it. I tell my customers, we don't want to stretch ourselves too thin by any means. I don't want that to be the perception, but if you're an hour and a half away from our locations, we've got you taken care of. Mm-hmm.
We're kind of coming into, I would say, storm season. In Iowa, of course, we get a lot of bad windstorms. What are some mistakes people make when they're choosing like roofing and siding and other exterior things that you cover? What are some things they should think about and take into consideration, or mistakes they make?
Well, I would say most commonly, is not doing research on the contractors you're calling. Before you even pick up the phone, hop on their Googles and their social medias and see what people are saying about them, not so much about what they're saying about themselves, Get the feedback from their current and past customers, right? Reviews are the best place to do that. And then researching products, here in Iowa, we've got a lot of great building products built for our climates. Making sure you're doing the research and picking something that's suitable for your home and, the conditions that we're in.
Because it's important to have something or someone you trust doing it.
100%, yeah.
You want to spend the money up front and not have to worry about it after the fact, right?
You don't want to have to keep getting something new fixed over and over again, no. So, yeah.
Let's talk about some of the products you have and some of the different types of products that you have. So roofing, that's very important. So tell us some different types of roofing.
Yeah, so roofing, a variety of products to choose from. Most commonly here in Iowa, shingles. Shingles have been advanced through the years. We have, I think everybody knows what an asphalt shingle is, right? That's pretty standard. I think more commonly, we have a lot of clients switching to our Owens Corning Duration Flex line. And what this is a rubberized shingle, which is a little bit more durable and impact resistant than a standard asphalt shingle.
Yeah, that might be good here.
And it's been great here. And keep it in mind, because a lot of insurance companies are giving breaks on your premiums for making your home a little bit more durable, right? So things like that, like I said, when doing your research, that might be something to look into.
Okay. And what about siding?
Siding, same thing, durability. I think more commonly everybody is aware of what vinyl siding is, but what is composite, or, what are the benefits of doing an engineered wood or a fiber cement board? Durability, each product above a vinyl is going to be a little more durable. A composite, more durable. Engineered wood, more durable. So picking something that is, within the price range that's comfortable, and gets you that quality that you could really, really depend on.
Quality, that's very important. What are some mistakes people make? when they're choosing siding and choosing roofing?
I would say, like we said earlier, the research,
Yeah,
doing the
do research.
research and on the products that you're interested in, and making sure that, the contractor that is, you're consulting with over these products or having estimate, projects on your home is educating you.
Yeah.
I think if a person can't come in and explain in detail what a product is and how it's going to benefit my situation, I'd be a little hesitant,
Oh, that's
right?
true. Yeah.
So education is, really important in making sure that person is competent in
Mhm.
what they're offering,
Yeah,
right? Hmm.
absolutely. So, what else would you like people to know about your business?
We are we're just a small, tight knit contracting firm. We have two locations. We operate with a small team. We're a team that gets along really good
Mhm.
over here. Everybody comes to work. They love coming to work.
That's
And
great.
I think that's really awesome.
Yeah.
And a big thing with us is, I don't want to throw me under the bus, but I do. I go around and I meet most all of my customers.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
when you call in and you talk to Trey on the phone and he sets an appointment, 90% of the time it's me that's going
Mhm.
to come out and meet with you. I'm going to walk through your project. I'm going to walk through your needs. I'm going to give you that education that you're expecting, and give you the best course of action.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
great.
So
And where can people get more information about Meeks Construction?
real easy to find. So you can find us on social media, super easy. Our website, www.meeksinc.com, meeksinc.com, or just give us a buzz, 563-320-6137.
Great. Thank you so much for having us here today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm so glad you guys came.
Yeah.
Yeah.